Trek last week. Oh.
Yeah, what wasn't you in Star Trek last week?
So I took a bit of a break from watching Star Trek. I won't lie, I was beginning to get a little bit burnt out.
Yeah, you were mainlining it pretty hard.
Because
for anyone who doesn't know, Tom's never watched Star Trek, and then decided to like binge Next Gen. And you're up to season 3 or 4?
I'm in season 4, like maybe 10 episodes in, something like that.
Any good ones?
So I wanted to find out about something because there's something that comes up a lot, and it's been bothering me.
Okay.
So there often when people are doing stuff,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh no, the energy couplings are fucked."
Yeah, we got a inverse polarity or something.
Like, you know, Geordie, you've got to get that fixed. How long's it going to take? And he's like, whoa, I don't know, 10 hours, Captain. And he's like, you've got 2. And he's like, okay. And he gets it fucking fixed. But other times, they're like, how long is this thing going to take to fix? Oh, yeah, whatever, 5 hours. And like, sure. Like, does he always just massively overestimate?
Yeah.
Because then he's like, this is going to take like 20 minutes. I thought they were going to say, you've got 1 hour. Oh, I can go to my Fuckatron setup in the holodeck.
Yeah.
Great. I could just dick around for a bit.
So this actually comes up in an episode.
Oh, really?
There's a bit where, do you remember Scotty from the original series?
Right, okay.
They find Scotty. He's like trapped himself in a teleport buffer for 60 years or something.
I thought Scotty didn't like teleporting.
That's McCoy.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
So Scotty's like old. It's old Scotty, but he's still like 50 years in the future from where he should have been. Because he's just like, he was about to die and he came up with a hack. And he was like, if I just endlessly transport myself, I'll get rescued. Because they'd run out of like oxygen or something. Something went wrong on the planet. And it was his only way to not die was to go into like transporter stasis effectively. And they rescue him. And he's like chatting with Geordie and he was like, oh yeah, Captain Kirk used to ask me to like...
It's a fun accent.
Yeah, that's how he talks. You haven't seen it.
Okay, right.
You have to trust me. This is a 100% accurate Scotty impression.
I like this.
He's like, yeah, Captain Kirk would say, you got 3 hours to fix the engines, and I'd tell him it'd take 10, but actually it was like a 20-minute job.
Wow. Okay.
So just always double it, and then they'll be amazed at your like engineering expertise.
Okay. That does make sense because, yeah, it
happens all the time.
Like, a lot, and that someone addressed it. But surely, there's going to be some, like, sniveling upstart guy in engineering who's like, actually, I think I can do that in half that time, sir. Like, someone's going to call your bluff on it.
That's true. You can't keep that up. Unless it's like union rules in the engineering deck. Like, everyone's just, like, on board with it, otherwise they have to work like double shifts.
Oh yeah. You know what?
You all get your turn on the Fuckatron in the holodeck if we all just agree.
We all just get more free time if we follow these rules. So yeah, that's something I was wondering about. But no, I'm glad that it is explained and that yes, they are actually just taking the piss. And the captain just is baffled by this concept that someone might be lying about this shit.
Yeah, because they're all lovely Star Trek Federation types. Yeah. They would never.
They wouldn't do that. And what were the other like good ones? Oh shit! Sorry,
someone in chat just said it's union rules that if you snitch on the captain, you have to clean out Data's gun bucket.
Oh, okay, right. That makes sense. Okay, sure. I'm in. I'm sold.
And thank you, Damn It Pants, for giving out 10 gift subs.
Oh, thank you very much.
Super generous.
So it turns out Worf has a son.
Yeah.
And
he's a little whiner.
But what happened to the kid who, like, Worf was on like a mission, and a bomb goes off, this woman dies, and she had a son, and he's like, we will perform kumbak, where we will be attached together. I will now be your father. And then is he just like,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't like this kid anymore.
I don't remember that episode.
He kind of swears to make like this child is now his son
Oh,
because
shit.
the kid's dad had died. Now his mum
Right.
just died, whereas Worf felt he should have died as the leader of the thing.
Oh, wow.
And then he just told this kid to go fuck himself. Actually, now I have real son.
Maybe-
Kablock, void,
I uncablock.
kablock.
Maybe he shipped him off to the grandparents or something.
Oh, maybe because that is what happens immediately with the new son, where
He's like, oh, kids are hard.
new boy turns up and he's like, and off to the parents. Which, sure, kind of cool. So I thought that was
Man, Worf, bad dad.
bad dad. He's not good at that stuff. He just wants to go out and do some stabbing.
Oh man, do you reckon Worf's kid goes and plays like American football at school and just wrecks all the other kids?
Oh yeah.
Doesn't even wear a helmet. Just like it's got super bone structure. Plows
I don't know,
through
but if he's
everyone.
anything like his dad, he isn't actually any good at fucking fighting. Like,
He's very tall
he is tall,
and intimidating.
but would you be intimidated because?
Well, no one else who goes on that ship has watched every other episode of Star Trek. You'd assume that guy's a good at a fight.
Yeah, but he loses every fight. Also, why the fuck do they not make Data be like fucking security guy?
Yeah.
Because like anytime there's like big guy, he just like hits Worf and he goes flying and bangs his head and he can't get up for a bit. And then Data just comes along and is like, excuse me, I do believe that you should not be punching people on the bridge of a starship. And just instantly disables them.
Yeah.
Beta
Data's
is
like a
so
wa-
much better.
He could just replace everyone on the ship. He's better at everyone's job.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like I can still see that you need like a captain and like you need some people around with a bit of emotion to them.
That's
but,
true, because Data doesn't understand like subtext and shit.
But a lot of like just pure mechanical stuff, like fighting people, he is just way fucking better, and faster and stronger.
Yeah, I wouldn't have Data like on the fucking bridge on the helm doing just the beep boops. Like, have him in engineering or security or any job. He's like, a star man. He is wasted beep boop in the ship.
Also,
like, just
'cause
driving around.
There's an episode where they go to his quarters. Fuck, I can't remember which what it was. Oh, it's the one where like the guy turns up. Who's the empath? Who's like the super empath from Mind Reading World?
Oh, Betazoid.
Betazoid. And he's explaining of like, oh yes, this is my custom computer console. Yeah, it allows me to actually input 1,000 times faster because other computer
Because he's
consoles
rearranged every button on his
yeah,
keyboard.
because other ones they are just super inefficient for me to use. Why would you not just have that installed at his workstation?
Can he just press a button to reconfigure his workstation?
or just bring another one of those in, 1,000 times faster input?
Also, I feel like he could just plug his USB in and just directly interface with the computer, right? Would that not be even faster? Could he just stick his USB dingus into the socket and then just 1 billion times faster his brain into the
just
machine?
slides his dick into the USB port. Just instantly
You
handles
wouldn't
all that
want to be
stuff.
night shifting on Data's console, though, would you? He's like, oh man, he's reconfigured all. I don't know where the buttons are. It's like it's switched to Mexican. He can't read all the languages. There's, I don't even want to look at the USB socket.
Yeah, that's why they just give him his own console upstairs just to operate from.
Yeah,
I think it would make way more sense.
I think he wants to experience the human experience kind of thing, And it's only when he's off duty that he's like, right, now I can be a robot again.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, I feel bad for his cat. That cat's not allowed to roam the halls of the
He doesn't
ship.
have a cat yet. For me,
Shit, spoiler alert.
spoilers.
Data gets a cat. But his quarters are not big.
No, they're really small, really basic. Because in that episode with the Betazoid guy, even the guy points out wow, this is really small and really bad. He's like, as a robot, I do not need to sleep. I tried it once. It seemed unnecessary, and so I just work instead. And I don't need a big room. I just need my little computer console in here. So he's Does he not get a cat tree or something?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit! Apparently, Spot has roaming rights. Just wanders the ship. That sounds dangerous.
So they have to, yeah, God, that sounds really dangerous.
Cats love getting into weird little holes. What if it climbs into a torpedo tube for sleep? Yikes!
That's not what you want.
Yeah, fire torpedo tube 2, Captain. Meow.
Yeah, just I don't know. God, it'd probably turn out. It turns out that's the Borg's weakness.
Just a hypervelocity cat impact.
Just a cat hit us. Yeah, but as more episodes go by, also it seems so risky. Whenever they want to go on like a ground mission, let's just take all of our best people.
Yeah, the whole bridge crew, the whole senior staff are just beaming down to the planet.
All in one go.
Yeah, then what? Ensign Gary's in charge or something, are they? Like,
Because there has literally been an episode where they went down and they were like, oh yeah, our scanners couldn't detect there was a bomb here, and that blew up and killed some crew members. And it was like, everyone should have died, but for that one mission,
yeah, they
like,
sent the
Worf
spots.
was just ahead by a little bit. If they had done their regular, like, you know, okay, right, Riker's down there, cool, Data, you know, Worf, fucking Crusher, and Deanna goes with them.
Yeah.
Whatever. And just like that bomb goes off, and like, yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe Data lived, and let's say Worf was still at the front. You've just killed all of your other senior officers in
Yeah.
one go.
Yeah, it's madness.
Like, because I'd be fine with if, I don't know, you followed the stories of characters that didn't have to be the heads of departments.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah,
can still
that-
go and have their missions and their exciting journeys.
Yeah, a bit like how Geordi wasn't chief engineer at the start, but he was still a character.
Exactly. Yeah. Seems weird.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Very inefficient.
telly, isn't it?
Touche, man. It's telly, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I've still been enjoying it. There are some like
Have you had the episode where the baddie from RoboCop turns up and is in charge?
no.
What's his name? That RoboCop villain. This guy turns up as like an admiral or a captain.
What does he do?
He's like, no more slacking.
No, I haven't had that yet.
Oh, okay. Doesn't he turn up in Best of Both Worlds? No, he doesn't. No, they get the that lady instead. I forget her name.
Oh yeah, she died.
Did she die?
No, which one's best of both worlds? I don't fucking know the names. I just
Yeah.
chain watch.
Because, like, she was like a hotshot young career officer.
Oh yeah, she doesn't die. No, she's just there like hanging out. They tell her.
Oh, it's season 6 this guy turns up.
Oh,
okay.
fuck, yeah, that's
Fair
a way.
enough. That's a long
That's a
way
way off. So yeah, haven't seen him. But there was something else that was going on. So I had the episode where, like, they beam down to a planet, and instantly gas, and they all pass out. Mm-hmm. Why didn't they take fucking rebreathers with them anywhere? Yeah. I feel like if I'm going to unknown worlds.
Yeah, what if the sensors, like, misidentified the atmosphere?
But they go down, and it's the one where Riker wakes up and 16 years have passed.
Oh,
'Cause he's
yeah, this was a good one.
Had like a virus that, it finally came to fruition, then it collapses, and you lose 16 years of memory.
Yeah.
And there's like the little kid who's his son.
Mm-hmm. And he's the captain of
He's now the captain, and Jean-Luc Picard is coming along, and he's on a Romulan ship, and whatever. Bad Romulan man is with the ship, and Riker has got to negotiate the thing.
Yeah, but the computer is like not working.
Yeah, the computer's being a bit iffy and slow, and then he's like, "Wait, this is wrong. This is like doesn't make sense." And then like goes out a layer, and he's now in like a Romulan holodeck because they're trying to find out where substation 32 was or something like that.
Right.
But then he comes out of that, and it turns out it's just like an alien boy.
Yeah.
Who is like kind of holodecking him. He has some kind of tech and brain powers.
Yeah, and he's just trying to make him stay and be daddy.
Stay, because he just wants to, like, hug him. He just wants to hug.
He's been a lonely alien boy for like 100 years or whatever.
And just is finding different devious ways to trick Riker into hugging him. Was pretty wild. And he's like, don't worry, like, we'll take you to, like, some station. You can come with me. And the little kid's like, oh, yeah, like, I'll just turn back into my regular form. And just like, he's suddenly this super disgusting, like, grey alien with wacky fingers.
Hug me,
hug me, Riker. Like,
I thought that was a good episode. It's like, the problem is it's a trope that's been done a lot now. It's like in Rick and Morty and a million other things of like, oh, you're living in a simulation.
Yeah.
But I guess when I first saw that, I'd never encountered that trope before.
I think when I'm watching those, immediately I'm like, pretty sure they're not 16 years in the future. Let's just see what happens to restore the status quo here. And
doesn't he try to like confuse the computer as well? He's like, take me to this deck. No, now take me to this deck. Now times 15 by a billion, and like so it overloads the computer.
So, well, the computer's running slow, but he notices the problem when he like wants to see a picture of his wife who had died, and it shows Minuet. Who was the holodeck that was put in by the Bynards when they took over the ship.
Oh, the Bynards.
Fuck me. Oh, God, actually, can we go to break? I hate...
Bitty computer brain boys.
Oh, I hate that I could just fucking recall... Exactly.
Actually, this is a reference to episode 4.
Oh, I hate this. Oh, what have I become, Ben? I used to be so cool, but now...
You just dropped that nerd bomb without even realizing it.
Just be able to... So when the Bynards were taking over the ship because they needed to re-jumpstart their planet's computer. Yeah, these guys were jokes. I liked them a lot. I thought they were... I think one of the cool things about them was they're all like pretty fucking little, and they aren't just another person with a face thing.
Yeah, they were genuinely different sort of creatures.
Although they are still a person with a face thing. They're all very
computer brains as well.
Very short, and them just like turning to each other, beep, 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 like was super jokes.
And I loved how like they needed help. So they had to steal the Enterprise. And he's like, why the fuck didn't you just ask? We totally would have helped you. And they're like, 2% chance you say no.
yeah. So like we had to steal it.
Can't take that risk. Had to steal the ship.
Which was a great reason.
Like, you can't argue with that logic, I guess, because it was the survival of their entire species at stake.
2% chance that everyone dies, whereas
1% chance we get busted stealing the ship.
Yeah.
So we just go with the path of least resistance.
Yeah. I really liked that episode. I thought that was a fun one. That's in...
That's season 1, I think.
Season 1.
Yeah, because Riker doesn't have a beard and is a bit of a sleazebag.
He's still a sleazebag.
Yeah, but he hides it with the beard.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we should have a break, and then we'll get to doing the thing.